Good morning everyone, and welcome to the third day of the second test match between the West Indies and Sri Lanka. The West Indies are batting in their first innings. They are 232 for 6, still 32 runs behind Sri Lanka's first innings score of 264, but all 6 of their recognised batsmen are out. You do get the feeling that this is going to be a very important day in this match and in this series. The players are out in the middle, and Lasith Malinga is ready to bowl the first ball of the day to Jeff Dujon. Left alone outside off stump. Bowled in. Yes, I think that we're between the legs of Marshall. That's the first wicket in the series for Chaminda Vaas. Malcolm Marshall is out, bowled Vaas for 12, and the West Indies are 232 for 7. That's a nice shot from Jeff Dujon down the ground, and that's the first boundary of the day. Oh, that's bowled as well. Another one through the legs and another wicket for Lasith Malinga. Joel Garner is out, bowled Malinga for 2, and the West Indies are 239 for 8. The West Indies now 23 behind with 2 wickets left. Oh, that's sliced away by Dujon. There's no one down there, and that will be 4. Oh, that's a superb pick-up shot through the wicket from Jeff Dujon. He can really do some damage with the tail. The 250 is up now for the West Indies. They are only 13 behind. Well, that's another lovely shot through mid-wicket from Dujon. Oh, and Ambrose is off the mark with a beautifully timed drive off the back foot. Well, he's enjoying that mid-wicket area, Dujon. He's moved on to 49. The West Indies behind now by a single run. Oh, that's beautifully bowled by Herath. They appeal to the umpire, and the umpire says, yes, that's out. Ambrose down the pitch, but that ball pitched on middle stump, straightening down the line. Yes, that was certainly out. Ambrose is gone. LBW to Herath for 4, and the West Indies are 263 for 9. Oh, there's a single there, so that means scores are level, and that will be 50 runs for Jeff Dujon, a very valuable innings. Oh, cries of catch from Sri Lanka, but that ball bobbed up to a leg gully where there is no fielder. Don't forget, Sri Lanka will be bowling last on this pitch. Oh, that's a big hack across the line from Lance Gibbs. Herath will not be pleased with that, but that's 4. Oh, that's beautifully bowled. A little undercut by Herath, just the lowering of the arm, and that's skidded on, and he's got the decision he wants. Yes, that's 5 wickets for Herath. He's bowled very well in this innings, and Jeff Dujon is out. LBW to Herath for 51, and the West Indies are all out for 272. So that puts the West Indies just 8 runs ahead of Sri Lanka on the first innings. What a test match this is. Let's have a look at the scorecard. 50s for Brian Lara, Garfield Sobers and Jeff Dujon. This does look like a difficult pitch for batting with slow, low bounce and lots of spin. The Sri Lankan bowlers were excellent. Rangana Herath, 33.4 overs, 4 maidens and 5 for 96 was the standout bowler. 2 wickets for Muralitharan, 2 for Lasith Malinga and 1 for Chaminda Vaas. So, Sanath Jayasuriya and Marvin Atapattu are out in the middle. They will be desperate to get Sri Lanka off to a good start so they can build a big total to try and defend in the 4th innings. Oh, he loves them there. Just a little bit of width and Jayasuriya will punish you through the offside. First ball now for Curtly Ambrose. Well, that's been absolutely hammered by Jayasuriya through the covers. He's off to a flyer. Clipped away off the toes, through square leg, to the boundary. Oh, and that's been hammered by Jayasuriya. That's 10 runs off the over. It's 25 for none. Jayasuriya doing what Jayasuriya does best. Oh, and there's no stopping him. That's hacked away through mid-wicket for another 4. Oh, and this one guided down to third man. Well, he's moved on to 30 in no time. Oh, that's a gorgeous shot from Atapattu. He's looking much better up here than he did down at Lord's. Oh, that's out. Yes, that's the first wicket down for Sri Lanka. Well bowled by Joel Garner. A good line and length, a bit of extra bounce, and a nice catch by Dujon. Atapattu is out. Caught Dujon, bowled Garner for 12, and Sri Lanka are 47 for 1. Oh, that's going to be 6. Oh, that's a superb pickup shot by Jayasuriya, and that brings up Sri Lanka's 50. And that will be lunch on day 3. After 13 overs, Sri Lanka have raced to 56 for 1. They are 48 runs ahead. Let's have a look at the scorecard. Sanath Jayasuriya is batting out there like it's a one-day game. 40 runs off only 39 balls with 6 fours and a 6 already. Marvin Atapattu was the only batsman out in that short session, that wicket falling to Joel Garner. Oh, that's a superb bouncer by Curtly Ambrose. That really got very big on Kumar Sangakkara, who could only bob back a simple catch. That's an important wicket for the West Indies. Sangakkara is out. Caught and bowled Ambrose for 2. And Sri Lanka are 56 for 2. This will be the first ball for Jayasuriya after lunch. Oh, he's punched that into the gap through the offside again, and that will be 4. A little inside edge from that slightly angled bat, but that will be another 4. I'm afraid the players are running off the field. We have a bit of rain here in Birmingham, but it doesn't look too heavy. Hopefully it won't last for too long. Welcome back everyone. We've lost 42 minutes, which is about the same as we lost yesterday, but the players are now back out on the field and action is ready to resume. Jayawardene will be desperate for a big score. He hasn't scored many in this series, but that's a nice pull shot. Is that going to be 4? Yes it is. And they're jogging through for a single, and that will be the 50 for Sanath Jayasuriya. Well, that's a beautiful shot from Jayawardene, a lovely roll of the wrists. Oh, another cracking Jayasuriya offside shot. This really is turning into a special innings. Lance Gibbs to come on now for the West Indies. And Mahela Jayawardene sweeps straight away, and that's raced away to the boundary. Another pickup shot. Is that 6? No, just 4, but that will bring up the 100 for Sri Lanka. Beautifully whipped away by Jayawardene. This is developing into a nice little partnership. Oh yes, Jayasuriya really means business today. Off the back foot, punched away into the gap, and that's another 4 for Jayasuriya. Garfield Sobers on now for the West Indies. Oh, and that's a delicate little late cut from Jayawardene. That's got a lot of pace on it, and that's run away for 4. Jayasuriya sweeps this one powerfully away for 4. He's an excellent player of spin. And that will be tea on day 3. Just the 20 overs in that curtailed session, but Sri Lanka scored 77 runs for the loss of a single wicket. Let's have a look at the scorecard. Sanath Jayasuriya is possibly playing a series-defining innings. 81 runs off only 87 balls, 13 fours and a 6, propelling Sri Lanka into a very good position. He's joined at the crease by Mahela Jayawardene, who has 34 runs, his highest score so far for the series. The West Indies found life a little bit difficult in that session on this slow and sluggish pitch. Just the 1 wicket for Ambrose and the 1 wicket for Joel Garner at this stage. Oh, that's a good bouncer from Garner. That sailed past the nose of Jayawardene. Big shout from the West Indies, but there's plenty of spin out there, and so that ball was probably going down the leg side. Ooh, Jayawardene wasn't quite to the pitch of that, but he's such a good player of spin. Oh, and he's got him! A bit of extra spin for Lance Gibbs, and he's taken the wicket. Mahela Jayawardene, a little inside edge. He is out. Caught Viv Richards, bowled Lance Gibbs for 39. And Sri Lanka are 138 for 3. Wrapped on the pad, a big appeal by Joel Garner. Where did that pitch? The umpire says it's out. Oh, that's a very big wicket for the West Indies. Not what Sri Lanka wanted. That one pitching on leg stump, hitting off stump, and Sanath Jayasuriya is out. LBW to Joel Garner for a magnificent 84 from only 93 balls. And Sri Lanka are 144 for 4. The West Indies are bowling much better after tea. Well, that's a nice sweep shot from Aravinda De Silva. That's his first boundary and the 150 up for Sri Lanka. Oh, that's a no ball from Joel Garner, but Angelo Matthews has pulled that one away for his first boundary. It's important for Sri Lanka that these two form another partnership. Oh, that's a lovely shot by Angelo Matthews, hitting the ball on the rise and caressing it into the gap. Off the edge, through the vacant gully area, and down to the boundary for 4. Oh, this could be close. Oh, De Silva was a bit lazy getting his bat in there, but he is safe. Another quick single. De Silva struggling. This could be close. Oh, he's just made it in. Oh, that's beautifully bowled by Garfield Sobers. They appeal to the umpire who says, yes, that's out. Oh, that's a good wicket for the West Indies. A lovely delivery. Aravinda De Silva played all around that ball and he is out. LBW to Sobers for 19 and Sri Lanka are 184 for 5. Off the edge, and that's raced away to the third man boundary for 4. The 200 up now for Sri Lanka. Well, that's a lovely chip shot from Angelo Matthews. That's not an easy thing to do against Curtly Ambrose. And that's nicely guided away. Matthews holds the key for a big Sri Lankan total. Oh, beautifully bowled by Sobers. Oh, that's another nice delivery just past the stumps. Oh, that's out. Beautifully caught by Jeff Dujon. Garfield Sobers deserved that wicket. Prasanna Jayawardena is out. Caught Dujon, bowled Sobers for 13. And Sri Lanka are 224 for 6. And that will be 50 for Angelo Matthews. This is a really important innings in the context of this series. Oh, that's a rare full toss from Malcolm Marshall, and Chaminda Vasa's punched that one down the ground for 4. Oh, that's a nice shot from Vasa. He is a very good lower order batsman. Bowled him! Another Joel Garner thunderbolt around the wicket to a left-hander. He's been very good at that in this match. Vasa's out. Bowled Garner for 13, and Sri Lanka are 242 for 7. And that will be the end of play on day 3. 113 runs in that session for Sri Lanka, but the loss of 5 wickets. They are now 238 runs ahead. Let's have a look at the scorecard. Sri Lanka losing the crucial wicket of Sanath Jayasuriya in that session, who has really batted better than anyone else on this pitch. 84 runs and only 93 balls. Angelo Matthews is also looking very good at the wicket on 55, but he needs some partners there to support him and try and push this lead up as high as possible. The West Indies were much better in that session, and they've shared the wickets around. 3 wickets for Joel Garner, 2 for Garfield Sobers, 1 each for Curtly Ambrose and Lance Gibbs, and none as of yet for Malcolm Marshall. Well, we thought it would be a crucial day, and really both sides have put in an excellent performance. Sri Lanka leading by 238. If they can get that lead to over 300, they will feel confident of being able to bowl out the West Indies in the 4th innings. We'll just have to wait and see what happens tomorrow morning. That's it from us. Do join us tomorrow for day 4, and bye for now.